word of warning. The events we're about to discuss involve a deadly encounter with federal law enforcement and bodycam footage of the incident. Viewer discretion is advised. It happened in Las Vegas. What started as a federal arrest operation ended in a matter of seconds with gunfire, a death, and a nationwide debate. FBI agents, a dangerous suspect, and the bodycam footage that captured the moment everything spiraled out of control. Supporters say the outcome was unavoidable. Critics insist that serious questions remain. Tonight, we break down what happened, what the FBI says, what the footage actually shows, and why this case continues to divide public opinion so sharply. This is Criminal Verse, where every crime hides a story. So, who was the target of this high-stakes operation? According to official court documents and law enforcement statements, the FBI was focused on a suspect they considered to be armed and extremely dangerous. This individual was allegedly connected to prior violent threats and potentially extremist or criminal activity. Federal charges had been filed, escalating the urgency of making an arrest. Investigators had determined that delaying this arrest was not an option. This wasn't a routine traffic stop or a simple warrant service. This was a high-risk federal operation, coordinated with what was supposed to be precision. But, as we all know, real life rarely follows the script laid out in planning documents. Even the most detailed plans can fall apart in an instant. The chaos of reality can't be predicted, and in this case, it proved to be deadly. The operation went down in a populated urban area of Las Vegas. FBI agents, clearly identified with tactical gear, approached the suspect with the intention of arresting and detaining them. According to the official FBI timeline, the sequence of events was rapid. Agents issued commands to the suspect. The suspect, they say, failed to comply. Then, agents detected movement that they perceived as a lethal threat. What happened next unfolded in mere seconds, and crucially, it was all recorded on body cameras. When that bodycam footage was later made public, it ignited an intense firestorm online. The video is chaotic. You hear rapid, overlapping verbal commands. The scene is tense, and there's a sense of confusion. Then, you see movement that the agents on scene clearly interpreted as an imminent danger to their lives. And then, gunfire. The suspect was shot and killed right there. During the encounter, an FBI agent was also critically injured. This is where the two sides of the argument really form. Supporters of the agent's actions argue that they had only milliseconds to make a life-or-death decision. They say the federal agents followed their training protocols to the letter, and that the suspect's actions posed an immediate and undeniable threat. But critics see it differently. They argue that the footage is too chaotic and unclear to draw any firm conclusions. They question whether the suspect even understood the commands being shouted at them. They ask if de-escalation was ever truly attempted, or if it was even possible in that frantic environment. And this is where the controversy truly begins, sparking a debate that touches on issues of force, accountability, and trust. This case exploded in the public consciousness, partly because it involves federal agents, not local police. The FBI is held to a unique and arguably higher standard. They have national authority, their procedures are often classified, and the public's trust in them is foundational to their mission. When a local police department is involved in a shooting, the investigation is typically handled by internal affairs or a state agency. But when the FBI uses deadly force, the scrutiny becomes national and often political. The question that many Americans started asking was this: if federal agents can kill a suspect during an arrest, who investigates the investigators? It asks a question that gets to the very heart of accountability and oversight at the highest levels of law enforcement. In response to the growing controversy, the FBI released official statements. They emphasized that the suspect posed an active and credible threat. They maintained that the agents involved acted in self-defense, and that their use of force was consistent with federal policy. The Bureau confirmed that the bodycam footage is part of a formal review, and that the entire incident is being investigated by an independent oversight body. They also stated that their own use of force policies are being evaluated. At the same time, the FBI issued a warning against misinformation, noting that short edited clips on social media can easily distort the reality of what happened. But that warning did little to quiet the intense debate raging online. The case split online audiences almost instantly. One side firmly believes that officers don't get second chances in these situations. They argue that any hesitation could have meant death for the agents, and that the suspect's own actions created the danger that led to the tragic outcome. The other side argues just as passionately that federal power must be transparent. They believe bodycam footage should provide clear answers, not raise more questions. For them, the old refrain of "just trust us" is no longer enough. True crime creators, legal experts, and former law enforcement officers all began dissecting the footage, analyzing individual frames, audio delays, and the positioning of everyone on scene. Every pause, every shout, every slight movement was put under a microscope. Suddenly, millions of viewers became armchair investigators, each with their own theory. Despite the official statements and the viral video clips, critical questions remain unanswered. Did the suspect clearly hear and understand the commands being given? Was lethal force truly the only option available to the agents at that moment? Could the injury to the FBI agent have been prevented with different tactics? And perhaps most importantly, will more footage or evidence ever be released to the public? Federal investigations move slowly and deliberately. Unlike a viral clip that spreads in minutes, the full verified truth may take months or even years to surface. And in that long silence, speculation and theories rush in to fill the void. Ultimately, this case isn't just about one tragic incident in Las Vegas.